Every morning at dawn, the dragon arrived. He never landed loudly. He never roared. He never burned. He folded his wings carefully. He curled his tail along the stone street. He lowered his massive horned head, and he waited. The bakery sat on the corner of Alder Row. Old brick walls, a narrow door, windows fogged by heat and steam. Inside, the ovens woke before the sun. Flour dusted the air. Yeast bloomed. Bread rose slowly. The dragon never crossed the threshold. He only sat outside, still, patient. He closed his eyes and breathed. The smell of bread filled the street. Warm, soft, alive to humans. It was comfort. To the dragon, it was memory. The first time the bakery owner noticed him, she nearly dropped a tray. Her name was Marafeld. She had run the bakery for 12 years. She had seen drunk soldiers, hungry refugees, even the occasional mage accident, but never a dragon. He was enormous. His scales were dull bronze, scarred, cracked with age. One wing bore a tear that never healed. One horn was broken. He did not move when she froze. In the doorway, he did not look at her. He only breathed. Mara shut the door slowly. She leaned against it. Her heart pounded. Dragons were not myths. They were history. Wars, ruins. The last dragon attack had been decades ago. Cities burned. Empires fell. This one did nothing. When she peeked again, he was still there. Eyes closed. Steam from the ovens curled toward him. The dragon inhaled. His chest rose. His breath trembled. Mara baked faster that morning. She did not know why. Her hands moved on their own. She made extra loaves, thick crusts, golden tops. When she opened the door at sunrise, the dragon opened one eye. It was the color of old amber. They stared at each other. Neither spoke. Mara stepped forward. She placed a loaf on the stone. She stepped back. The dragon blinked. He sniffed the bread. He did not eat it. He bowed his head, once, slow, careful. Then he rose, wings spreading with a low wind. He lifted into the sky without flame. The loaf remained untouched the next morning. He returned, same time, same place. He waited. The townsfolk noticed. Whispers spread. Doors closed. Children were pulled inside. Guards watched from a distance. Hands on spears. The dragon did nothing. He only breathed. Mara watched him every day, each morning. She placed a loaf outside. Each morning he did not eat it. On the 7th day, she finally spoke. "You can have it," she said. Her voice shook. The dragon opened both eyes. "I know," he said. His voice was deep, worn, careful with each word. "I do not come to eat." Mara swallowed. Then, "Why are you here?" The dragon lowered his head until his nose touched the stone. "For the smell," he said. Mara frowned. "That is all." "No," he said. "It is not all." She waited. "I come because it reminds me," the dragon said. "Of what?" she asked. "Of when I was needed." Silence. Stretched. The guards shifted nervously. "I was once a baker," the dragon said. Mara laughed. Before she could stop herself, the sound echoed. Strangely, the dragon did not take offense. "I was," he said. "Long ago?" Mara stared. "I baked for my clutch," he continued. for villagers that lived near our mountains. We traded fire for grain. We guarded roads. We kept monsters away. You baked bread, Mara said. Yes, the dragon replied, with my flame and stone ovens, with ground root and wild yeast I learned from humans. Mara felt something twist in her chest. What happened? She asked. The dragon closed his eyes. War. He said, always war. Empires came. They feared dragons who chose peace. They wanted weapons. My kin refused. So they were hunted. Cities demanded protection without payment. Kings demanded obedience. We were called beasts when we said no. The dragon's voice cracked. My mate was killed, guarding a human town. My eggs were crushed by soldiers who feared what they might become. Mara covered her mouth. I burned once, the dragon said. Only once, that was enough. Armies marched. Ballisti sang. Magic tore the sky. When it ended, he was alone. I wondered, he said. I forgot who I was. I forgot what I made. Until one morning he passed through this town. Before dawn the smell stopped him. Bread alive. Growing it was the same smell from his old ovens. It reminded me, he said softly, that I was more than fire. Mara felt tears form. Why not come inside? She asked. I am too large, he said, and I am feared. She looked at the guards. They would never allow it. Then stay, she said, as long as you want. The dragon bowed his head again. I will, he said. Days passed. The dragon became part of the morning. People adjusted. Children watched from windows. Then from doorways. Then from the street. The dragon never moved toward them. He only waited. Mara learned his name. Tharos. She baked differently now. She experimented. Thicker crusts. Slower risers. She followed instincts she could not explain. Thoros noticed. You bake like the old ways, he said. I do not know why, she replied. I do, he said one morning. The guards approached. Orders from the capital. The dragon had to leave. Too dangerous. Too uncertain. Mara argued. The townsfolk argued. Even the children stood between spears and scales. Thoros rose slowly. It is all right, he said. I have had enough. Mornings, Mara felt her chest break. No, she said. You stay. She stepped forward, held out a loaf. This time, she said, eat it. Thoros hesitated. Then carefully, gently, he broke the bread. Steam rose. He inhaled deeply. Then he ate. Tears streamed from his eyes. The ground trembled as he knelt. This is who I was, he whispered, and who I still am. The guards lowered their weapons. The capital never came. Words spread instead of a dragon who guarded without demand, of a bakery that fed more than bellies. Travelers arrived. Trade returned. The town grew. Thoros never left. He built ovens outside the walls. Stone and clay, he taught. Humans learned. Fire and flour together, and every morning, before dawn, a dragon waited outside. A bakery, for food, but for the memory of kindness, for the proof that even legends could choose. Gentleness, for the smell of fresh bread. Asterisk.